All praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you true sincere brethren out there, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked defiled kingdom with this word, and to the rest of the church who believe as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him, none of this would even be possible. Okay? So I think I'll start this off in the book of 1 Thessalonians 2 and 4. But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God which trieth our hearts. So we don't speak to please men. We speak to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Some of us brothers in this truth are not the most eloquent. We're not looked at as the most professional when we teach. But we do try our best to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. There may be times we speak with the filter. There may be times that we don't. But either way it goes, it's to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That's why I don't really care about the being politically correct or speaking and then trying to apologize for how I speak. A lot of times, here and there, I might slip up, and say, hope I don't, how do I say it? I might say something along the lines of, excuse my French or something like that. But at the end of the day, I don't care if you like the way I speak or not. I speak to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and not men. But also, I don't just speak and just totally just go out of my mind and every single word is just me being, as you will call, using curse words, using an F word, using an S word, and all that stuff. I don't just use it back to back to back to back to where every 30 seconds I'm using so-called curse words, which that's not curse words. But nevertheless, when I do these videos, first and foremost, it is not to please anybody out there. I don't speak to try to make you feel like, oh, he's such a great speaker, or he speaks so kindly. I like his videos because he's so nice. Okay? I speak how the Spirit hits me, all right? But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel. So we've been put in trust with the gospel, starting with the elders and the apostles, the men before us, who have also been taught by their teachers as well. Even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God which trieth our hearts. So you might be a well speaker. You might speak to where you please men, but the Lord's actually trying you. He's trying your mind. You might be able to bring out the scriptures. You might know your history. You might know a lot of the deep breakdowns, but the Lord might be looking at you in terms of your mind and you ain't right. Okay? For neither at any time use we flattering words, as ye know, nor a cloak of covetousness. God is witness. So we're not using flattering speech to win over some or to win over the wicked multitude. The scriptures tell you, follow not a wicked multitude to do evil. And a lot of the people out there, let's face it, if you speak well and eloquently, you can win them over. Because our people are simple like that. Okay? Let's go to 1 Corinthians. Now let's start at 1. 1 Corinthians 2 and 1. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of God. So, not every single brother in this truth is just going to just have it all. You know what I mean? There's certain brothers who were gifted with prophecy. Certain brothers may be gifted with current events. And certain brothers may be gifted with speaking well, having a decent vocabulary. But either way it goes, the Lord is dealing with each of us individually. All right? So don't feel like, well, I don't speak too well. I don't like how my voice sounds, or um, I need to start filtering my words so I can make more people watch my videos. Man, speak through the Spirit, man. If the Spirit jumps on you, speak it. Okay, now you don't have to use MF, the F bomb every 30 seconds or nothing like that, or every 15 seconds. But at the end of the day, speak with what the Spirit gives you. Don't quench the fire, man. And I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech. Let's go into that word excellency. In Greek, I think it says huperoche, something like that. And the definition is elevation, preeminence, superiority. Metaphorically, excellence. Prominence, that is. Superiority in rank or character, authority, excellence. So we don't speak with prominence. Okay, we're just men. We're just men in the flesh who are hoping and fighting to be delivered ourselves. Okay? We're not supermen. We're not men who can lift up a truck and throw it at somebody. We're weak. I'm a weak Jew, man. And I need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. There's days I exalt my voice. You know, my voice is a little deep or whatever, but I'm still just a man. You know, I was once in the world. I was doing wicked things, and I'm just grateful the Lord called me into this truth now. And now this is my path. And Lord willing, I endure it. Okay? Or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of God. Sophia, wisdom, broad, and full of intelligence. So not every brother in this truth just has it all, man. You have some brothers who are a little balanced, who may be good at prophecy, current events, history, and different things like that. You have other brothers who may not be as good as every uh, other brother in this truth, whatever. You know, not everyone has the same level of intelligence, but nevertheless, as I like to go into, what you are bringing out, you want to make sure you're breaking it down correctly. Used of the knowledge of very diverse matters. So not everyone has diverse wisdom in everything, but we fight for that. Okay? I'm not going to read all of that, but I just wanted to bring some of that out for an example. You know? Not every brother in this truth is the most intellectual. Like me, I was a high school dropout. You know? Back in the world, I still had a zeal for the Most High, but it just came to a tough point in my life where, I dropped out of high school. I was getting more involved in the street life and, things like that. But even with doing that, I always had a zeal for the Lord. I still had some kind of moral character about myself, even when, living that street life, man, which is no good. Let's go to verse 4. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. So there you go. We're not speaking to please men. All right? Moses was not a fancy speaker. Okay? And when you have that nice, eloquent speech, you can deceive many easily because people are simple-minded. Okay? And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. And that's what we do. We speak through the Spirit. Okay? Because having this truth, you have spiritual power already. All right? I'll jump to 6. Actually 5. That your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect. And according to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the elect are perfect in his sight. Yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom. But we speak the wisdom of our God. excuse me. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. So we're speaking godly wisdom, man. We try our best, to master it all. We want to be master teachers just as those before us. But nevertheless, with the talent and the gift that the Lord has given you now, okay, just do your best to bring out what you can do. Okay? And when you look at, which I'll go to it, but when you look at Peter and John, they were looked at as men who didn't know what the hell they were talking about. But the Lord was dealing with them. This is Acts 4:13. Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahushua. And we're looked at the same way today. We're looked at as unlearned men because we didn't go to a theologian school. You have certain men like myself who dropped out of high school. Okay. You have certain men who may have even, as weird as it sounds, they may have dropped out of middle school. You have certain men who tried college and dropped out of college. And it's not because they're idiots or stupid, but their spirit just wasn't in it. When I was in school, I'm going to be honest, I was focusing on partying, having fun, and women. I'd be in class writing poetry, writing raps, staring at the clock. Like, dang, is this almost over? That's just where my mind was, And I can remember just sketching, writing down poetry. In fact, I was actually, not to change the subject, but I was pretty good at poetry, man. All right. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Jesus. As you will know today, his real name is Yahushua. Okay, so we're looked at as unlearned men as well. And even if we have trouble with our speech, we might not be the most eloquent, we might not be looked at as learned men in the eyes of the world, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will back us up, okay? Isaiah 32:4, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammers shall be ready to speak plainly. So the Lord is our help. All right, you may not be the greatest speaker, but the Lord will be your guide. The Lord will be the one to help you with your speech. In fact, being in this truth helps you with your speech. It helps you with your eloquence, so to speak. A lot of us, we don't come into this truth eloquently. When I first started teaching, I wasn't on the same level I am now, but the Lord had me go out there. When I first went out, and decided to, which I really didn't decide it was in my spirit, but when I went out and decided to follow the Spirit and I was teaching, I didn't know what I was going to say. I was nervous. I always had these thoughts in my head. What if someone asked me questions I don't know? But the Lord always made it to where he'd give me the words to say. He gave me ideas and ways that I can go out there and teach and to be ready. And ever since, he's built me up. So I'll read this again and I'll close it out. The heart also of the rash, going into that word rash, it says mahar, to hasten, to be hurried, be anxious. Sometimes you speak quickly and it may cause you to stutter. Shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammers, speaking inarticulately, stammering, stuttering. Okay, some of us may speak real fast and we stutter. You might get nervous and you may be speaking to somebody, or you just may become hasty in your tongue and you end up, stuttering, and your words may not come out how you want them. Okay, The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly. So that's the Lord, man. The Lord is dealing with the lowly, those who aren't looked at as learned men. And a great example is Moses. Another great example is Jeremiah. Okay, so Lord willing, this lesson was simple and edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.